Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with more heavily modded XCOM 2, going into Operation Rushing Hydra, great name by the way. A difficult VIP rescue mission with experimental rollout. That's annoying, but we have ways around that. We have things like Bombard Protocol, Capacitor Discharge, where we can AoE a pod without actually using an explosive to bypass this pretty much entirely. There's one thing I need to do before we get into the mission, but first, the team comp. Sparks are here as always. It's just a really good core to have for a team. This is an incredible mid-range, long-range unit and an incredible tank. Whatever team you put these two in, they're going to be very, very good at that team's job. Whether they're a close-range team that needs long-range, a long-range that needs more support and cover destruction, every team wants a tank. These units are always great. That's why they're always here. They also don't get tired. That's very important. Less so these days as the number of missions I've used as mandatory has gone down in recent months. But that's starting to change as we're going to be doing the base assaults very soon, and we need the A-team on hold for that. Today, we've got Seething Orca and their bondmate Venom Reaver going out as a marksman and field support for our long-range core. Umbral Assault doesn't have a bondmate, but they're here to round that out. Terror Rhythm's also missing their bondmate, and maybe they'll make one this mission. They're the sapper to deal with all the cover. We're bringing in Incendiary Bomb. I realize with as many powered armor rating slots as we have these days, there's no reason not to bring a weapon just for frost pods. I mean, I know I have the Pioneer and the Combat Engineer, but hey, versatility never hurt anyone. I still have 3 plasma grenades and an acid bomb. There's just no reason not to at that point. And lastly, we have Pure Mischief and Final Enigma as a bond pair of Combat Engineer and Assault to make sure that when we need to get up close and personal, we're great at doing so. The team's fairly well-rounded, I would say. I feel a bit bad about them because of the team I just played being incredible. Like, I've had some really good teams lately. This team's not bad at all. It just isn't the A team. It's not the B team either. It's just good. However, before I start this mission, there's some AP spending I should do. I should go through all these soldiers and see what they're able to get with their AP, and I've already done this off camera. I'm not going to waste your time learning. On Terror Rhythm, we have Heat Grenades for 3 XCOM AP. That's an easy buy immediately. An additional Armor Pierce and additional Shred on all of his grenades is just incredible. On a Venom Reaver, we don't even need to spend XCOM AP. They just have enough to get rapid deployment, which they randomly roll themselves. And if you're throwing Mimic Beacons as a regular part of your turns, getting a free action to do so is great. And lastly, with the XCOM AP that we've been rebuilding lately, we're immediately pumping that into the unit that goes on all of the missions. We want Rapid Fire. Obviously, Rapid Fire has a big aim penalty, and I won't always be able to use it. I want high ground or holo targeting. But this is the highest damage output ability in the game. There's nothing that's going to do better than this, so yeah, we're picking that. I would love to see Restoration in the future. There's tons of things I could spend AP on here. I could basically do a Depressed Draugr and buy the entire box. But this is one of the highest priorities, I think, in the near future, especially coming up on the base assaults. In terms of gear oddities, I really don't think there's much to talk about. The Black Eye Skulljack is here because I don't have a tech specialist, and this is a free action steal in action, so that's something. And I don't need the inventory slot, not on a Marine at least, with Icarus armor. They're going to be shooting their gun. They're not going to use anything down here. So I've also got the Bio Vest here, same on the Assault. These are the units that are not really using their inventory slots, and in the case of the Assault, that might actually end up tanking. I should mention, I don't think Assaults are in a good spot in my campaign. I think, generally speaking, a shotgun using melee weapon class is in a bad spot in my campaign. There are too many threatening mod enemies, and there are just too many enemies flat out. Typically, in the base game, you'll see 2 to 4 enemies. You'll be able to clear the pod, and the melee will be safe because you know that there's no enemies or 1 enemy, and what positions are safe will reflect that. There'll be a lot of places your Assault can go with Breakthrough after the attack. In my campaign, you pull 12 guys, and it's like, yeah, the Assault can't move anywhere. If he runs forward, he is surrounded and dying. Because you can't clear out the full 12 guys. There will always be someone flanking the Assault out to the melee, and as a result, he's just like a guy with a shard gun, and the whole team's functioning at mid-range except for him, and he's twiddling his thumbs and being sad, and it's really brutal. That would be an argument for taking, like, a grenade here instead of the Ionic Axe, admittedly. I spent AP for prep for entry, so sure. Since I have prep for entry, I'll take the grenade. You got me. But aside from that, I'd say all the gear is pretty normal. Tracer rounds on Venom Reaver is the only odd thing, but, you know, his aim sucks, so he needs the help. Anyway, let's get into the mission. Let's go rescue an engineer. And as we load in, if you could rescue the like button, I'd appreciate that. As we load in, is this the gas station? It's the gas station. I've seen this map feature so many times. Let's start with this blue moving forward on Umbral Assault, because their position doesn't really matter. They can Icarus jump wherever they want to be. So it doesn't matter where they end up. They can just run forward. And they see nothing. That's the worst possible news. I'm going to grapple up top on Seething Orca, try to get to this corner and look around this side. Because one of the more awkward things that can happen on this map is you're coming forward and you get a... Like, there's almost always a pod over here, I feel like. I know it's the map edge. I feel like every time I play this mission, I encounter 3 pods from this high ground. So I'm just going to scout for that at this point. Oh, that's not quite good. I can at least make it to the far side on cover, though, and look. That's the thing that matters. Nothing. I can't see the ground here, but I can tile scan it and confirm that nothing's down there. So I'm at least not moving into a position that's currently flanked. Yeah, there's just nothing over here. Weird. Could be on the low ground. How about Combat Engineer come to here? I doubt they'll see anything during the move, but I just want them in that position. Synth Soldier is going to make it to here, I guess. And we're just running forward. We haven't seen the enemies yet, and we're kind of spooked, but there's nothing we can really do about it.
On the move.
Oh, that wasn't Fiber Giant at all. I thought it was great that Fiber Giant can make it that far. Anyways, we're all sprinting forward. There's nothing left to think about. Let's just go. Not quite sure where the enemies are. It's kind of weird I haven't seen anything so far. I'm expecting a bloody massacre on the objective at this point, because you never deal with the low ground. The low ground's full of high cover, bad line of sight. You can't deal with this. Being in there is suicide, and fighting into it is hard. There's a Muton Devastator. Can I get an F1, please? No, of course not. Let's blue move up here and see if that gets us the official eyes on the pod. It seems like it does. Elite Purifier Viper. You guys are not on the same level as the Devastator, I'm going to be honest with you. The Devastator, yeah, it has a detail. The Devastator carries a vast array of weapons, giving them nearly unparalleled versatility in battle. They can shoot gun, they have plasma lance gun, and they have rippling rifle. This thing hits for 7 to 9, shreds for 2, it's disgusting. Lancing shot appears to be essentially a rupturing shot. Thunder Slash shoots a thunderbolt, whatever that means. Sounds great. And they have lightning vengeance, which is just, you know, retaliation, but way cooler sounding. Oh, they also have a black flame grenade. That's probably bad. Is it safe to be here? I see no reason it wouldn't be. No new eyes? Really? Okay. Orca, can you tell me if there's someone on this side up here? Like, there's got to be someone somewhere. They can't not be here. It's only a difficult mission. It's not very difficult, but that still means 3 pods, right? Okay, so I think the Chosen are here. Whoever is in this region must have replaced a pod, because it's bizarre to have not seen a second pod yet. I'm actually gonna have Venom Reaver pop to here, so I'm pretty sure this is the guard pod. And I want to look into this low ground. They can grapple back next turn. It's not gonna be a problem. Hey, it's Frost Legion. There's a second pod. That is the first time we've seen a bruiser at this level. I feel like we saw one forever ago. And there's also a Frost Andromedon. Let's try to get some F1s on these guys. He has an ability. I can't help but notice it's just an ability. Who knows what it does? Ice Shield, Frost Legion, Bruiser. You are vulnerable to psionic damage, but also immune to mental attack. I guess that sort of counteracts the Ice Shield then, huh? Immune to electrical. That's actually really important. Shadow Step is also fairly important, because I can't suppress them. That's very important. They have Frost Shield Blast, Frost Overshield, which is presumably just, you know, shield bearer stuff. Frost Mark, Throw Freeze Grenade, SMG, and Shield. Okay, he's annoying, but not too bad. How about the Frost... What's the Shield Droid do, actually? It's just the weapons part of the other guy, but hits slightly harder to make up for the fact it does nothing else. Anyway, the Andromedon does not have a second form listed under F1. I wonder if that means it doesn't. It does appear to have 20 health and 20 Frost Shield, so that's plenty of Andromedon. I don't think it has a second stage based on it not being listed here, but I haven't F1'd an Andromedon yet, so I don't know if that's the case. 5 to 7, Shred for 1, AP3 on that rifle, by the way. AP3 is definitely scary. Cryogenic Bomb isn't too bad. All told, he's just tanky as sin. It's not too threatening, it's just a lot of health. So I think the plan is decidedly pull that later, deal with this guy first. I think we want to just open the door here and have some people get inside as well. Doesn't really seem to me like there's a good reason not to do it. He's like, yeah, we can just post up here. They're never going to see him. He's going to be close. Fiber Giant can do something similar on this window. Synth Soldier definitely wants to be on the rooftop, though, so I'll put him here. Terror Rhythm was going to answer an important question. Can we see Frost Legion up here? Because that matters quite a lot. Not sure why my camera jumped over here in advance, but whatever. No, he cannot. But I'll just take an Overwatch for now. I don't want to move up too much for fear of getting flanked when they're patrolling. Pure Mischief can take a similar response. And I guess I already moved Orca and forgot about it. The fact they're patrolling towards us is a bit gross, but it looks like they're all going to be in the, yeah, the completely impossible to see section. We probably want to attack this turn so they run up next turn. The fear is that they come up and we haven't ambushed yet, because that Devastator is quite tanky. Also, because he's on the truck, I can't really use explosives on him, which matters quite a lot. I think Orca's just going to run forward and throw a Mimic Beacon, probably. Like, this isn't really the ambush you want. So I'll be moving to here on Terror Rhythm and chucking the Acid Grenade here. It seems very good, to be honest. I was thinking I don't want to do that for Rage Suit reasons, but he has a counterattack, so Rage Suit won't impact it. I'm fairly confident that this is just a good enough ambush. Not the Incendiary Bomb, the Acid Bomb. I don't think Acid Bombs damage the truck, so I just want the Acid Bomb like as far back as it'll go. I actually want it on the back end of the truck, now that I think about it. Because if I get it like that, it'll force them to run forwards towards us. The AoE here is very weird. It says it's hitting everyone, and I trust health bars more than any other thing when it comes to area of effect preview. Now, if I'm wrong and this blows up the truck and kills the scientist, that'll just be very, very funny, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't do that. Experimental armor doesn't matter too much because the important thing here is acid burn and shred. The damage is not what we're looking for. I should have moved Venom Reaver first, but he didn't have vision anyway, which is why I forgot about it. Yeah, you climb on the Advent truck. That's what you're supposed to do in a gas attack, right? Climb on top of the nearest military vehicle. Okay, so you didn't even get in cover, which is a very weird decision. In fact, most of the pod just didn't move except for the Viper, which makes me think something's going wrong, but I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's get back up top. Ooh, is there a chance that this... There's no way this sees anything. How could it possibly have a line of sight down there? Good. I was doubting my words as I said them, but it appears to have been true. So we definitely need to shred this armor a little bit, and we're probably going to be taking an area of effect suppression after this. I don't need the area of effect suppress, but I mean... Considering the odds are basically impossible that all three of these guys die, it seems good. Someone's gonna have to kill that Viper, by the way. But I like area of effect suppression here because I'm reloading the gun to move with Venom Reaver anyway, which makes it feel pretty efficient. So we resupply the Marine. I'm a little bit confused as to why I was able to target so many people. Oh, because I have tracer rounds. I just replaced his bullets with tracer rounds, so now he's more accurate, but he doesn't have the AP rounds anymore. I completely forgot that was mechanic. Okay. I wonder if I should have been using that more before now, or if I've been using it the right amount. How much damage does this gun deal, just for reference? 5 to 8? That's a 50-50 plus a crit chance to kill is like a 75 probably. I feel good about this position for a flamethrower.
Moving to position.
That'll probably just kill the trooper. It'll meaningfully hurt the Muton Devastator. And I need to learn, because I've never gotten a chance to test yet, doesn't actually hurt the Purifier, because it bypasses mechanical immunity now. I don't think it deals damage to fire immunity, though. It just removes a specific type of thing that gave you fire immunity. And I have confirmed here that that is the case, by the way. Okay. We rolled a panic there. They didn't do anything yet, but it'll die eventually, right? Totally. Oh yeah, this is obviously better than doing it on Venom Reaver. This will just be the kill. I can also shoot him, but I mean everyone can shoot him.
That's it.
Well, that Muton Devastator is not dead in one just yet. Oh, I have rapid fire though. It's only a 93, but I mean, I can hack first. May as well. There's not a tech specialist here. Oh no! Oh, it's so sad. A, I'm not gonna get enemy protocol, but B, if you're wondering what my current tech is, I have 1 hour until coil rifles. Oh, it's such a waste. It would have been so nice to get enemy protocol too, because if we had gotten that, that's actually like the point where we'd be able... Oh, I should have overdrive. That increases your hacking. We still would have failed. Results oriented, we would have still failed, but it turns out that was incorrect and I should have done overdrive first. Anyway, I'm not gonna go for the 30 extra minutes of science time. I just want to reload that gun immediately. Nah, I think I'm good with shooting the Purifier. I can get a little bit more aim bonus by moving forward first. He's burning, acided, and suppressed. This one's dead. I don't need to hit that one. Wait, do you get counter shot even when we hit? I thought it was only if we missed. I didn't realize that, I'm glad he suppressed then. Did the scientist just die? Because I saw their body go flying. No, the guy on the top went flying. The scientist is fine. He's completely okay. Just walk it off, Chief. You're fine. You're fine. You're not the guy who was on top of the van. Alright, cool. That's exactly how I plan on getting Emmanuel Santos out of that van. Let's slide back this way and just brace. The trooper's dead. There's literally no point in shooting them. Oh, Fiberjot hasn't even went yet. Fiberjot, you're free to, like, walk over here into Overwatch, because I'm pretty sure that Frost Legion is about to run up that ramp. Seems to me the odds are very high, considering the amount of noise I've made, that they come running. Yeah, he was dead. He was dead before even... Why did the acid burn deal 5? Sometimes acid burn just hits like a truck, and I don't know what causes it. Fun fact, the Hunter's a little baby because we met him so late in the campaign. I'm pretty sure he still has like 40 health instead of 60 like the Assassin and the Warlock do. Wait, does the Assassin actually have 60 health or is he still relatively small too? But yeah, he's just tiny compared to the Warlock. He's so easy to kill.
One of the chosen is here. That thing is
oh hey, who could have foreseen this outcome? Wait, why are you on Overwatch? Do you have Overseer? Why are you on Overwatch? Why are they down there? I have so many questions. What's happening? All right, so the Purifier Elite ran in. That's the way this triggered. And then he got counter-struck as well. Fiberjot doing more damage than I was expecting him to. Where's the rest of the pod actually at? Okay, it's the animation glitch where sometimes the pod pretends to be somewhere it's not when it pulls. They're actually all just right here like I thought they were, but the game's pretending they're over here and deploying them one at a time because they have to teleport. Oh, hi. Weird there's a Frost Sectoid Elite in this other pod. If I didn't know better, I would think that you might have teleported out of the first pod. I don't think I saw the Frost Sectoid Elite in that first pod, though, so he's just in the wrong group. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this and check literally every entry for all of those modded enemies and see if I accidentally put the Frost units on one of them. Because it seems like I might have messed up something to cause that one.
On your current position.
Oh, there's reinforcements too. Neat. Anyway, just gonna grab a screenshot of this real quick. Okay, so there's a lot of shit happening, right? Is the Andromedon just not my problem because of where it's at? Who are you, by the way? Muton Commandant. Let's get an F1 on him. We don't precisely know what they do. I just saw them once before I nerfed their health from 30 to 20. Because even with that nerf, he's easily the tankiest boy on the field. He has Marauder, Blast Padding, Hardened Salvo, Covering Fire, Focused Rage, Intimidate, Guardian, Unwaver. You just gave him all the abilities. Just fucking, here's all of them. Yeah, he has basically all of the passive abilities except for Counterattack. He has Blood Call to grant massive defensive dodge bonus to allies, Suppression, Unnamed Ability. It looks like a variant of Shield Bearer based on the icon. Bayonet, Muton Commando, Fire Grenade, a Big Gun, 6 to 8 for 1 shred, and Tanky Ascent. Okay. I have a 93 for him to stop being a thing this turn. Now, if I were to use the Holo Targeter, that seems like it would get Venom Reaper killed. Let's not do that. Yeah, I'm going to take my 7% miss chance. Frostbite can't miss high odds literally every time I use it. It's got to work eventually. Okay, so Commandant dealt with. That's the main threat on this side. We're overdriving, by the way, just in case anyone was curious. Now, the Andromedon is a little bit scary with their 5 to 7 gun, and I know I'm not dealing with them this turn, so I'm just going to turn that off real quick. I should have checked this. I have a 57 for control enemy, which is surprising, but that's not good enough to take. So about these rockets, right? Like, this just does a lot. It blows up the car, deals tons and tons of damage. That just has to be part of this turn. There's no way it's not. Hopefully this will also blow up the back of the car and help clear up. Yes, line of sight is going to be substantially better now than it was a second ago. Now about the next rocket. I can blow up the Frost Sectoid's cover and the Elite Trooper's cover and his footing. And that's all it'll do, but those guys are otherwise never dying this turn, so it's still a good rocket that I'm willing to take. Experimental armor saving lives, by the way, right there. And now I'll go ahead and continue to AoE all this down with capacitor discharge. Infiltrators might usually be insane because of their ability to shred armor and just having great guns and good aim, but they're also like just incognito sappers, it turns out. They're really good at cover destruction. What's overwatching you, allegedly? Seriously, what is overwatching you? Who do you think you're getting shot by? Ah, Frost Priest Elite all the way down here. Now, I can just move here. Right? What's my Firestorm looking like? I don't even need to move. It's already perfect. I think this is more of a Burning Rush situation, to be honest, though. Because, like, it's a free move. I move to here. Shoot. If I move to here, I'll be able to, like, get this one and then that one, though. I don't think I need Firestorm. I think I can do notably more by shooting my gun normally. Nice try, Frost Priest. You were never going to touch him.
Hostile weapons fire.
So now I've got this one followed by... Oh, wait, do I actually not have one that hits both? There we go. And it's very important that I take down all the Frost shields. That's his job. Yeah, that's a good start. Next up, finish off the Frost shields by hitting the Purifier Elites.
Maximum efficiency kill.
They've got no idea.
Bit more than the Frost shields that went down, but I'll take it. Pure Mischief, do you still have a flamethrower? Yeah, you still have plenty of flamethrower. So you can just move here and flamethrow the Frost Purifier Elites.
This might burn a little.
It's weird that it's only highlighting 2 of your health. It's weird that it only dealt 5. Anyway, Mr. VIP, Mr. President, is there a way to keep you safe? Mr. President, I'm gonna need you to run all the way to the back. Also, shit, someone needs to kill that priest now. I have combat presence here. Seething Worker needs to start killing people with Raptors perch, by the way. I just haven't gotten to that part of the turn. How's that Elite Shield Bearer looking? Do you not see the Shield Bearer? Is that what you're telling me? There we go. 5 to 7, guaranteed kill. Get him out. Can't have him giving everyone help. Next up, we have a guaranteed kill on, not the Frost Sectoid, the Purifier in the back. Biofaceless gets the live turn, it's fine. Oh, maybe it does die this round then. The explosion was good RNG. I will not pretend it wasn't. Muton Commandant does need to die, but it doesn't need to die this turn. Frost Priest Elite actually does have to die this turn. Thankfully, no stasis.
I got it, right?
My brother.
Oh, you can't shoot? That's unfortunate. Let's see if I need to actually use anything on this Frost Purifier Elite, right? I probably do. I can't imagine I don't. I actually might be able to kill him like that. I can prep for entry, grenade, I'll throw the axe. Oh, you're not even on the cover. I just assumed you were on the cover, man. Why aren't you on the cover? Anyway, I'm going to use rapid deployment here. I'm going to assume the Mimic Beacon needs to be on this side, because I'm definitely not getting all the enemies over there. I'm going to leave it as far back on this side as I can to maximize the chance if anyone comes up, they can see it. Going to use combat presence, provided I can figure out what the button is. Put it on Seething Orca, but I want to kill the Purifier, and Final Enigma is just better at that than the Seething Orca will be. It's everyone's favorite glitch. It's finally back. It has admittedly seemed rarer since I switched over to Christopher Odd's camera tweaks, though I couldn't tell you why. Anyway, let me save and load real quick. All right, Frost Purifier Elite, you can't escape me via bugs for long. So, how many are active now? We're down to 7 or 6? 7. We still have Tracer rounds here. We can take out the Biofaceless. Just don't get shot by the Frost Andromedon. It's easy. Oh, I shot the wrong one. I was just alt-tabbing around and did not go to the Faceless. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess we're going to throw a Plasma Grenade to get the job done now. Seems like the right call.
Fire in the hole.
I was legitimately shocked when I found out that Umbral Assault could not shoot twice in one turn. I just forgot that they were not a captain. Anyway, suppression on the Andromedon seems like the thing to do. Alright, there's a Frost Legion Bruiser. That's probably not great. I don't think that grenade will do much. It did literally nothing. He is immune to it. We landed the suppression, but 0% dead. Frost Legion putting on a wonderful showing of power, really making it clear why I haven't hired them. Elite Trooper is going to be wasting its turn on the Mimic Beacon, just like the Frost Sectoid was. And the Hunter is going to tracking shot someone.
Where to go?
Mimic Beacon? I didn't even know that was an option. That's incredible. There's just a lot of exploding vehicles down there. I think we've got them all at this point, though. Anyway, first up, let's kill the Frost Sectoid. There's a chance I fail, but it's pretty likely to be dead. Cool.
That's it. My weapon's spent.
Next up, I'm just going to throw your Mimic Beacon, probably, because I don't think there's a clean answer to the Trooper. Is that true? Can you just shoot him, like, directly, immediately? You have Shadowfall as well to guarantee it. But it's not actually dying in one hit is the problem. We'll come back to the possibility of Mimic Beacon later. I'm going to shoot the Commandant, reload, and suppress the Andromedon again, because suppressing the Andromedon seemed really good. And when I say reload, I mean reload with this character, not with the Marine himself. I'm aware I can use Icarus Jump right now, it just really doesn't seem very necessary. My position is doing everything it needs to do. Everything down here is dead, so that's a guaranteed kill. This is also a guaranteed kill, but no one else is handling it, so we take this one. I just blue moved and shot, and it's gonna be 100%. Like, it's fine. Oh, it's not 100%. We finally get to use charge. I'm not rolling to shoot this time. I'm just gonna slowly slide in. Charge doesn't quite animate correctly at 0 tile distance, apparently. Hopefully the next time we use charge, it's a little bit more impressive than a 4% increase in shot accuracy. I think that Venom Reaver probably wants to reload Fiber Giant's gun from here. Can't do that from here, but we can easily get in range to do it. Because Fiber Giant is notably the best at killing Frost units. It is kind of his thing.
Now reloading.
Unfortunately, I think we're just, like, getting started. We're not really... Like, they're fine. This isn't going to do much. Oh, I have Overdrive. Never mind. It's going to do a lot. Yeah, sorry. My bad. Now, I'll get a notable boost in accuracy for moving a little bit closer, so I'm going to start this with Kinetic Strike. I know it's not a fire attack, but it just deals so much damage that it's, you know, it's an honorary fire attack. UI freaked out a little bit there, but we eventually got Kinetic Strike to happen. Did you just phase to the ground and the stairs? Just use the stairs. What's wrong with you? Oh, you can deflect a flamethrower. That's really cool. I'm sorry, you can deflect? If I look at your F1, does it say you can deflect? He has a mystery skill. It could be anything. It could even be shield deflect. Fucking hell. What a wonderful mechanic. I'm glad everyone's using that in their mods. Thank God there's just a random chance to not deal damage. What would I do without that in my life? Anyway, I'm gonna move over here so that no matter which direction everyone's moving in, I can get close to him and shoot him with a flamethrower. Oh, all right. Tone back the assault. What are we doing? This guy needs to die. Basically, everyone can do it. You're actually relatively safe looking at this point. I'm gonna move you up here. No one's gonna have line of sight to that position. You just need a new position. This one seems fine. Oh, someone should have grabbed that loot. And by someone, I mean Venom Reaver. Right, Combat Engineer, it might not be the best move, but somebody has to grab this, and you're in the neighborhood. We're looking at basic foregrip, data pad, alloys, nothing crazy. How's our shot? It's 80. They just chuck a grenade. It won't actually guarantee a kill, so there's no points. Did we ever do our stuff up here? No. We have a pistol shot. It kills. We take that. Meaning Pure Mischief can reposition and not just immediately get flanked, which is good news. 10 turns until we have to extract. There's a lot of loot over here, huh? It's gonna move in this direction to come grab the loot next turn on Mischief. I don't really think I need him for the fight. Oh, Terrorism's already here. Oh well. They've got help picking up loot now. God knows we don't need these fire attacks to deal with the Frost Division. That would just be ridiculous. I can get to cover here. Hopefully this doesn't pull the Hunter. I'm pretty sure he's still way closer to evac than this position is. I guess I'm gonna Bioblaster Bomb this Frost Legion Bruiser fella. Deflect this. I mean, he just deflected a flamethrower. Maybe he can. It appears to have worked, thankfully. We have a hack. What's it gonna give me? Alien Facility Lead. I mean, honestly, I don't need it, but let's be reasonable. I'm gonna reload Overwatch. Oh yeah, there's a reinforcement pod coming in. I completely forgot about that. I'm pretty sure both of my guys with mines are like right next to it and could have put mines on it if I had remembered this was a thing. Anyway, I've only made this harder for myself. I'm pretty sure we're fine though, because that pod on the left is durable but not doing much so far. Yeah, like both guys with mines just landed next to them. Acid burn plus burning, dealing with a bruiser. That's nice. The one Overwatch shot I actually set up did nothing. Warlock, Priest, Mech, Striker. That advanced Striker has close combat specialist. That's very important that I remember. Also, the entire pod is Overwatch, which is terrifying. The Frost Andromedon might qualify as unreasonably tanky. It's fine. Oh, that's less fine. Not too bad, but was not expecting the wound there.
You can't run, and you can't hide. There's an art to what I do.
Okay, first things first. There's 2 Overwatches down here. Oh, there's not 2 Overwatches down here. Quick question. Mech, do you have covering fire? You don't. Do I have overdrive? I don't. Moderately fair then. Now, if I were to start this by sending this here, it will fly through the roof, but it's nowhere near Seething Orca, so they should be fine. Animations be damned. We're just gonna do it in the wrong order, like always. It finally happens. How much roof is left? Seething Orca was fine, just like I said. Anyway, we have one more Overwatch to clear. Rapid Fire is still on cooldown. That's just the thing to do. I'm trying to come up with any reason this shot's not correct, and I've got nothing. Now, quick reality check. Is the Striker having close combat specialist? Yes. Within 4 tiles who moves or fires. 1, 2, 3, 4. It depends on how you count. I feel like I'm within 4 tiles, though. I'm not entirely convinced this is helpful, but I am convinced I like Icarus jumping to here. It seems very wrong. Because I already have 100s on fucking everything, right? Except for the Warlock. We can do this as a starting point, because no one else has a clear shot on the Striker. Shame we didn't get the kill, but now let's just dead to a shotgun, which is good. In terms of suppression, I'm going to be suppressing the Priest because, well, suppressing the Mech is not acceptable. The Mech needs to actually die. I could just use the grenade. Like, pure mischief will be fine. Unironically, yes, I'm using the grenade. You're a combat engineer. You signed up for this. Stop complaining. Yeah, see, you're fine. You got blast padding. Nothing happened. And now I can just safely move over a little bit. Wait. I wanted to get the loot, though. Seething Orca can reach the loot. I'm not convinced that's a good play. I think we're gonna let this loot expire and not be comically greedy. Comical greed might be my middle name, but we're not doing that. We're also not landing the shot, apparently. Good shot. Thanks for that pure mischief. You're making things exciting. I've got the pistol shot to kill the heavy mech, so I can reload pistol shot. I'll have an action left, which I can use to throw a mimic beacon to mitigate the Warlock. And if I throw it like in this direction, maybe it affects the Andromedon if they come up. Probably not. Definitely lags the game out really badly for some reason. Just throw it. I don't even care. Just put it on the ground. Stop targeting. Just throw the Mimic Beacon. You can put it somewhere. I just want to leave this incredibly lagged out screen. Okay. I mean, is this just like Rock'em Sock'em robots over in the corner? No, I'll lose. The Andromedon hits really fucking hard. Has the Infiltrator gone yet? Yes. It does need to rotate over to this side, though, so it can try to repair Fiber Giant relatively soon. You can move to here, it'll be fine. There's a Mimic Beacon down. Okay, we have another Mimic Beacon here, so we're good. We can just do this to keep Fiber Giant safe for a turn. Lame, yes. Effective, also yes. Anyway, let's go take this shot. First, though, no one's pinned this turn, right? I thought it was my Assault. Oh, it is my Assault. No, Mimic Beacon was last turn. But my Assault does have 2 armor, which is not that much in the grand scheme of things. But I really don't need Final Enigma in the coming missions. Yep, hop down. Take the shot. It's gonna suck for you, but it's fine. Yeah.
That looks painful.
Honestly, wasn't really that bad. And the reason we need to do this first is because we're going to have to reposition afterwards to avoid being lit on fire. So even though, like, theoretically the ablative could be managed, it's not going to be ablative. It's not going to. It's going to still be there after Fiber Giant's turn. So let's just take all of this stuff now. I'll take the run and gun too.
I guess that'll be okay.
To get the extra shotgun blast. And we can do the shotgun blast last like we're supposed to this time. Sure, if that's where you want to target it, I'm not going to fight you about it. It's basically correct. And shotgun blast. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, blue screens. All right, cool, it's done. The Elite Priest is almost dead. That might even have been a stasis on the crit. Nope, still up. That's fine, there's a meme beacon. We're good. As for the Warlock, he's probably wasting time. Oh, he's actually not shooting the Mimic Beacon. He's summoning zombies. We can deal with those easily enough. I'm just not thrilled about it. He has used Resilience, whatever that means. Okay, so he is still forced to shoot it, but his free action Resurrect doesn't, it's not involved with that. It's a free action, who cares? Fair enough.
Come out, wherever.
Did you target Enigma again? I can just stay here now. We dealt with the threat. It's not the use for Icarus suit I had intended, but it's a good enough use for Icarus suit. Hello there. It's actually not for repositioning for the gun, for the suppression at all. Oh, it's only at 85. I believe in you, Umbral Assault. You're not gonna mess this up. Good. The only life that was in your hands was your own, so I wasn't too worried about it. Somebody does need to deal with that. That's just going to be you, though. Put the priest down. Hopefully it doesn't get, what's it called? Stasis. It does. Unfortunate. We'll just Overwatch on, you know, somebody with a shotgun. That'll be that. I do need to get this loot, though. It's kind of important to me. Delirium Core, expanded magazine, data cache, it's stuff. It's stuff. It's not useless, but I mean, nothing special.
Did you see that one?
Anyway, please post up next to them in Overwatch so that whatever they do, they die immediately. I'll reload Overwatch on both of you. Not sure which one's being tracked. I'm also just sure it doesn't matter. You can start moving towards the objective. You can reload Overwatch. We watch the priest die, and then we figure out the approach for the hunter. A little bit rude.
That all you got?
I always forget the priest can just stand still and suicide shoot after the self-stasis. Feels very mean. Venom Reaver will be standing still this turn.
Thought you could hide, eh?
A quick glance around and check if anyone's close to promoting. The answer is no. Have Terror Rhythm take the shot to kill this guy. Everyone else starts moving forward. I think we're pulling the Warlock with this move immediately. No, neat. But I mean, we are pulling the Warlock. That actually is definitely happening. I'm gonna take Wrecking Ball here to see if I can get to the Warlock, or sorry, the Hunter. Just say hello to my good friend, the Hunter.
No time.
Oh, that was Final Enigma. I enjoyed watching his will deplete for using that, apparently. Sorry about that, Final Enigma. You'll probably live. Oh my fucking god. I was thinking, that's Wrecking Ball. It's obviously Fiber Giant, but Fiber Giant doesn't use a Wrecking Ball ability. That's not how Fiber Giant works. Oh man. There's nowhere to move to in Hunker is the thing. I guess I'm just probably safe here because he can't see me. You Overwatch, there's nothing else you can do. Move, reload. The Warlock, or the Hunter rather, I don't know why I keep calling him the Warlock, is going to do a lot of moving between now and my next turn. So there's no real point in trying to get in a specific position for him. And besides, everyone's really safe. I don't know why I'm overthinking it. He's going to shoot Final Enigma, who's going to be in the hospital for quite a while for literally no reason. All of his wounds feel very self-inflicted. What does that mean? Okay, alright. Animated Cryo Elite is, like, not pleasant, but perfectly manageable. I was really worried that we were going to see some nonsense like a Biozerker pop out. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Final Enigma. You really didn't deserve any of this. Your only crime was believing in your commander.
How many lives rest on your conscience, Commander?
Dude, too many. I agree, Hunter. Too many lives are at stake because of my decisions. Because clearly I am completely fucking unfit to make them. At the very least, I'm fit to kill this animated cryolite. So, quick question, Mr. Hunter. What exactly are your abilities?
Confirmed.
Oh yeah, you're gonna shoot me with a pistol? No one cares. It's literally not happening. The Hunter is a watchful, soul-stealing Beastmaster, weak to Reapers and multiple attacks per turn. Well, I've got the first attack for you. I mean, maybe the first attack should shred armor, though. Let's start this with Overdrive. Not even. Let's start this with Venom Reaver. They have a very relevant ability here. Doesn't get used nearly enough in this campaign. I love this, but it's never the thing I'm doing. Anyway, here's a position that has eyes on the Hunter. The Hunter will be dead at the end of the turn. I promise no one else is taking random wounds. Because now we can actually reliably hit it cross map with everybody, right? Right? It's no rapid fire, but it'll work. I mean, it could be a rapid fire, though. I've got 3 shots. Why would I rapid fire? I got the same number of bullets either way.
Where's the sport in hunting with a machine?
I never said it was sporting. I said it was effective. How about triple or nothing? Anyway, that dealt a substantial amount of damage. You can leave now.
It makes me angry.
You should be able to get in close and take a bewildered shot with your rifle. 99 thanks to Hollow Target. Still not dead. Icarus jump off cooldown because I am a wasteful goon. That's unfortunate. It's looking like he might actually be alive this turn. I'm not sure why I've lost control. Oh, civilians running. That's very important. Thank you. I guess I'm just not able to finish. Oh, I still have a shotgun here. That helps a lot. I forgot I hadn't shot him with Final Enigma yet. Yeah. I was looking at the combat engineer in the Sapphire, wondering how I finished him off. There we go.
You've surprised me once again, Commander.
Done hanging. Cut to here, but don't say anything.
Consider my tech.
VIP is secured.
Alright, with all of that done, we're finally ready to go home. But first, what's in the box?
What's over there?
It was an Elerium core and a singular alien alloy. Oh, shut up. No one's on fire in the Sky Ranger. Alright, with only a few egregious mistakes this mission, everyone got home in one piece. Maybe not happy, but in one piece. 23 enemies down, checking out the mission debriefing. Venom Reaver actually did do work. They did a lot of relevant things that mission, just none of them involved the numbers of kills or damage dealt. Not directly, at least. Seething Orca actually doing pretty well for a marksman with no aim stack. Umbral Assault actually getting MVP with 13 accurate shots, never missing one, 61 damage and 3 kills. Terror Rhythm feeling like they did pretty similarly without really firing very many shots at all. At 6 kills, 54 damage. Pure Mischief doing very, very little that mission. Final Enigma, you know, they did well. They've got similar damage to other people, but it felt like they could have done more. Like they kind of got sabotaged by Tracking Shot and being put on an Andromedon duty. Fiber Giant mostly just tanking. That's a lot of shots though. I hit many people with the flamethrower is what I just heard. Synth Soldier having one of his weaker performances in kills, but that's still 76 damage. He was just playing support this time. Anyway, pretty happy with most people on that mission. Really only the Combat Engineer letting us down. As we come back, Orca's the only one picking up promotion from that mission. And hey, I was talking about this at the beginning of the video, or at least I meant to. Weapon Specialist is great because now we deal more damage, we're actually doing our job well, but Opportunist is really, really necessary. I'm not going to pick it up now because I don't have much XCOM AP, but going into missions when I have Captain Marksman, I'm going to make sure they've bullet Opportunist. It's very important to allow them to actually clean up the map and consistently get that Raptor's Perch action. Hey, we have another Bullpup Trap weapon. Unfortunate. Those would be really cool if I ever remembered to uninstall the Mech Immunity to Frost, because that mod is really like cool and thematically appropriate, but not actually great from a balance perspective, especially defensively for Pioneers, but also offensively for the Shrike equipment. Anyways, glad to have the scientists. They're really going to help lower that 1 hour left on coil rifles. As we pop back over to the main screen, we can go to Making Contact, New Covert Action, 5 of 5, Hunt the Chosen. Oh, we're on the last one? I thought I needed to do an infiltration mission. Alright, feel free to tell me in the comments that I'm wrong. I don't recall doing mission 4. I remember thinking I really want to get to the last level of Hunt the Chosen, but I can't afford to infiltrate, and there's no reason for this to be new in the middle of the month. The game just freaked out and skipped mission 4 just now, right? That's what happened? I have no way of getting back to mission 4, so I'm just gonna send somebody to do this, but I'm like 100% sure that we just skipped the mission somehow. Anyways, the entire reason we promoted Communist Exile to Major is so that he could do this mission instead of someone I cared about. Question, you require a Reaper. What about a Reaper agent? Well, Careless Rambler is tired anyway. But also, I don't love these soldiers, so if they get ambushed, they'll live. I do want them alive though, as they are going to be a high-ranked soldier and somebody who's getting mobility. Is one of my assaults that is stacking mobility available? Because if so, I will throw them at it. Mercury Hawk is currently claimed though for the A-Team mission. So Flagship Inferno, you can go as well, and I will give them, you know, civilian disguises, advanced mobility PCSs, the stuff that it takes to get them to live through the ambush. They both got +3 speed PCSs, individual concealment, and reduced detection radiuses. They'll probably be fine. See you in 25 days, folks.
I'll order my people to get underway immediately.
And then we go back to Making Contact.
For Sector 3, Brazil.
We did fight the Hunter just now, but that's not like how it works. Whatever, let's get coil rifles. I love the aesthetics for coil rifles so much. I always found myself not really liking the plasma rifles, which are obviously still in this cutscene. It's alright, it just looks too sleek to me, too futuristic. And as you can see, they've all got new names except for the plasma rifle. I'm not quite sure why that one couldn't be updated. But regardless of whether that's a coding constraint or a thing we're installing it mid-campaign messed up, we also get a couple of new things here where we get the prototypes from the Tactical Legacy Pack. But mostly, oh, that's for the combat engineers. Like, what do you mean? That's just part of heavy armor. But mostly, this is gonna get very, very cool new, like it did show the correct image there, coil weapons that have wonderful sound effects, a very unique aesthetic, really enjoy them. Superior chem thrower upgrades, I'm good. Okay, so here's the deal with psionic weapons. Since we've inspired it, I'll go talk about it. The classes that can currently use psionic weapons are nobody. Nobody can use them. It's allowed for PsyOps. I don't have a PsyOps class. Now, it's basically a rifle, and my medic is a Scion. I could edit INIs to use the psionic weapons, and I guess I should. But also, 11 days is kind of a long time. Didn't it used to be 10 days? Did we inspire to a higher time? I swear to God, this was 10 days in the past. Like, the scatter guns and coil cannons are actually faster, and they're better weapons. We're also getting to the point where I need to start thinking about doing the Advent Forge sooner rather than later. Because we need to do that to unlock... We need to do the Forge mission to unlock the final bridging tech to buff up the Illyrium stuff. It's not really a bridging tech so much as a final tech I don't know whether or not it puts Illyrian weapons back to where they started or one above where they began. But either way, it's the same power spike relative to where I am currently. I'm gonna hold out on doing the Archon Autopsy, because even though it does unlock the Coil Lance and all the melee weapons, like I've got a decent pile of Archon corpses, right? Like I fought the Archon King's gang. Let's confirm that's true. If I come over to the engineering and I check inventory, Archon corpse, so we got 5. It's a decent number. I mean, it's no 39 troopers, but still. I think it's definitely worth trying to do scatter guns and coil cannons first, because I'm not going to be building any of this stuff immediately anyway. So doing these for the time being while I try to get Archon Autopsies to switch over to Instant seems like the thing to do. I do want to get to tier 3. All of these really peripheral neat things like the Ghost... Alright, the Ghost Grenade might be different. This is never going to be instant. I want to see what the Ghost Grenade does. Scratch everything I was saying. I didn't realize the Ghost Grenade was one of the options. I played Long War 1. I'm alarmed by those words. Nothing about the highs been balanced, so why would the things it gives us be balanced? Since this leads to an infiltration, I'm not sure I care. No, I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Don't care. Not enough to do that infiltration mission. Not when I'm trying to hold back the A-team at the minute. When Black Cat finishes training, that's when we're gonna launch our base assault, and it looks like we're getting to do it, unless I've forgotten something. I'm gonna tell her what to train now, but we're not gonna get to do it. It's Solace, right? Oh, No Lance is also here, and Syri. Holy shit, that's a notable step up from the things that were in the tank last time I were here. Okay, so Solace is obviously really good. Syri animation is Mimic Beacons forever, just without the AI hacks. But No Lance just hits kind of hard. I think that's the one I've gotta go for. Now, of the 2 chosen I've got access to, I feel like it should say which stronghold. I shouldn't have to click it. I'm actually less afraid of the Assassin these days. The Warlock is on his final tier. He summons so many enemies. He's so durable. The melee immunity catches me every time. The Skirmishers, the Assaults, the Pioneer. I have so many strong tools that just don't work against him. All right, so I do have to go there to load out the mission. That's what I thought. Hopefully we're actually ready to do it right now and I'm not just wasting time. Commander, we managed to find a hidden entrance in the chosen stronghold, but we can only use it once. So if we fail, what are you talking about? If we fail, we lose the A-team. The A-team is the people who go on this mission. Who cares if we can't do the mission again without doing it covert up? What matters is that the A-team and all of their gear is gone and the campaign ended. What are you talking about? Who needs that? The rest of the stuff doesn't matter nearly so much. Now, there's some things going wrong here. I can't rotate this to see the rest of my squads. And there's some pop-ups on the screen that probably shouldn't be here. Let's try reloading that and seeing if we actually get to put a full 8-man team on the mission like we're supposed to be able to. So we've accidentally misclicked on the Assassin Stronghold and went there by accident. The reason we're encountering that problem, I don't know why it's happening only on chosen missions, because it doesn't happen on other mission types. You can see I can't rotate this even though these guys are in. Once I click one of these and put someone in the mission though, like the press Draugr, we gain the ability to rotate it. Don't know why that happens on this specific mission type, but here we are. Dark Horse is lightly wounded for 1 fucking hour. Alright, let's go fly around for a hot second, go to Skirmisher HQ and come back. They recover from their wounds, let's go back to the chosen stronghold. The reason I couldn't stay there is because time is paused when you're on the geoscape. And normally that's nothing but good, but in the situation where you need to wait for 30 more minutes, you have to fly somewhere and come back. There's no way around it. I would love to make an advanced Psi underlay for this mission, but wouldn't you know it, I don't have $36. Gone to Ground is a perfectly fair dark event that is in line with everything else in the game, I promise. Oh man. I might actually move Gone to Ground in my next campaign because, like, every other dark event is just like, the game gets harder. And Gone to Ground is just like the economy ends. Not the economy gets worse, the economy ends. You no longer have money. And there's literally no way to fix it. If it's permanent, you're just fucked. If it's temporary, you have no money for a very substantial period of time. Anyway, in terms of Psi abilities, we aren't really interested in using Insanity in the first place. So neither of us really needs a Psi underlay at all, but I will give it over to Kat, as she's actually... If either of them are going to be using it, surely, first of all, surely your Psi offense is better. No, it's actually notably worse. Okay, so I'm going to give it here because the Psi offense is better. My argument was going to be if they have the same Psi offense or Sword Saint is better. Sword Saint is a worse ranged unit, so he should be the one that gets the Psi underlay. But if he's just worse at it in general, there's no reason to give it to him. Also, he's finally reaching his highest tier, which means he finally gets his makeover. Yay! Also, it's just been ages since he's been on a mission. What sort of abilities can I get on him? Oh yeah, he got impressive strength and alchemical catalyst. It was neat. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the one that gives him, you know, blue action grenades or more grenades. He just has the ones that make them marginally better grenades and don't really matter. It could be worth buying Meditate here. We have Solace, right? Solace and Bladestorm, good, good, good. Fuse is good, Concentrated Blades, Bolts, all of the sidearm specialist stuff, and Lightning Reflexes. The only thing I'm really looking at buying here is Meditate. Fortress does let you rend through every single environmental effect. Do I want to spend all 45 of my remaining ability points on Sword Saint right now? The reason I'm seriously considering this is in a base assault with unlimited time where you really just want to go really hard and then stop and regroup with all your cooldowns, like, you have to get Meditate. Meditate's actually just way, way too good in a base assault to not buy it for this. And I think I need Fortress more than I need any other ability on any other soldier. I will check first to confirm that's the case. We're also at the first point in the campaign where, like, realistically, I could use Med Spray on Fire Giant, where healing everyone in area of effect actually matters quite a lot. But there's nothing over here that I think I want to buy. I know I'm good on Sense Soldier, and I've already bought everything on Draugr. Regal Dawn really doesn't need any of this stuff. It's not very expensive, though. I can actually afford to buy one of these. And I didn't get Infiltrator, I just thought I got Infiltrator. Good to know. And the answer is no, I set all my AP to buy Face Off and Banish next level. I've already got Combat Conditioning here, love to see it. Is there anything else I see here that would actually be useful? This is actually quite good. The issue is that it's so rarely going to matter, and 25 AP is a fucking lot. Low profile is nice, but the AP could be better spent on Fortress right now. Iron Rhino really doesn't have anything they're going to need, which just leaves Dark Horse competing for Fortress. Combat Conditioning's pretty good, though. Combat Conditioning is pretty good, though. With the Icarus suit and unlimited time, I don't think I need Combat Conditioning this mission. Additionally, I would like to save AP so that next round when I get Weapons Hot, by the time I get to Colonel, I can afford to buy Withering Barrage for 0 10. So even though I like Combat Conditioning, I don't think I'm buying it. Fortress is the AP buy to maximize as much power as we can into this team for the coming base assaults. Because they're not going on one base assault, they're going on multiple. Now, going into Waterworld, the team will be bigger than this. Because in Waterworld, it's just a gauntlet mission. The team is bigger in the base game, it'll be bigger in this too. So going into Waterworld, we will have more members of the A-Team available. You're obviously noticing that we have some notable absences here, namely Den Mother. I'd really like it if Den Mother were here. I wouldn't mind having, you know, a Sapper or a Tech Specialist. Those are some notable absences. The Assault, he can fuck off. I don't really care about Mercury Hawk too much. But there are some really strong classes that aren't here. The classes that are here, however, specialize in cooldowns. Sappers run out of steam. Infiltrators do not. I can destroy cover for days if I take my time. The fact that I've kitted out this team and the Rage Jar ended up going to a medic should tell you everything you need to know about how many normal units are on the team. It's just the 3 ruler armors, 3 hero units, and 2 sparks. Whenever I'm making the final outfits, I always think, this looks way cooler, but does it compromise their old identity? Because I'm not using the stupid little goggle hood samurai mask combo anymore. I think it's fitting, like the same way the Reapers have to get out of their stupid trench coats. Anyone who's got a dumb hat, like on Terror Rhythm, I got rid of his welding mask with a big plate metal futuristic space marine mask. I think this is fitting. Also, this is a fantastic set of outfit. I really like this. This is a couple of different mods all playing really, really nice with each other. It's the Templar gear, Templar helmets, whatever the Warden gear is from. I'm assuming it's going to be a mod called Warden armor. And then I believe this is Stench Fury modular legs. Just like a bunch of different pieces all working really well together. I really like this outfit. Anyway, congratulations on the upgrade, Sword Saint. Oh, I see. When we got to tier 3, Iron Rhino took their goggles. But he doesn't know it was Iron Rhino because they're wearing a bandana, so it's just an unaddressed crime that will be that way forever. I get it. It's really funny. She has so many different item types that it just covers up most of the character. I think this is the team for our first base assault. Having no tech specialist for Sparks is a little bit scary, but we do have black screens on Iron Rhino. Not black screens, black ice on Iron Rhino. In addition, we just have a really strong team. We have a captain and a major for our respective Marine and Skirmisher, both of which have Shredder and AP ammo. Like, there's enough fire to bring down a mech. As long as we play it slowly, we shouldn't miss the tech specialist too much. The big thing that I notice here, I should probably equip some items here, I noticed that. The big thing that I notice here, though, is that I don't really have much in the way of repairing my sparks. I just have the 3 uses of repair protocol on Sent Soldier, so I really have to be careful with that, and I might end up having to play fairly aggressively with these other units. I might have to start tanking, for instance, on this unit. And for that reason, let's bust out the Bio Nanoscale Vest over here. What else would make sense to have here, though? A one-of Frost Bomb is actually something that could save a life, and no one else really has a reason to be the one holding it. I could take the last Mimic Beacon here. That feels random and bad, though. I think the play is probably just Blue Strain rounds to help with our mech weakness. You could argue for other things, to be sure, like equipping the upgraded pistol. Oh, I did already. It just looks so basic. Fair enough. Wait, I got coil weapons. I know I only have $21, but unfortunately, a Cycler auto pistol will run me 36 supplies. It's not much better. I think it just has a higher max damage, but it does look a whole lot better. It sounds a whole lot better. We won't be using it, though. This is the team for Operation Endless Widow. Is that your mama so fat joke for a broken family? At first, I thought it was a really cool code name, but now it just feels weird. Anyway, this is the team we've got. No matter what 8-man team you send, if you really think about it, you're missing something. What this team isn't missing, though, is Stasis. It has 2 copies of that. In terms of cooldown-based combat, I don't think there are better units I can bring. And in terms of crisis management, we've got the Mimic Beacons. I think this is the best team I've got. It's certainly 18 characters. Dead Titan and Hulking Cardinal are available if I want them. Den Mother and Mercury Hawk are available if I want them. Odds are good that if these sparks don't get mangled, they'll be going out immediately on the next base assault to replace whoever does get mangled. Also, they look like serious business. The more I look at you without a hat, the more I think, sure, you look great without a hat. Oh, wait a second. Just right now, before I forget, because obviously she does need a hat, I'll put it on in a second. There's a hat for this outfit. I've been saving it for tier 3 and I just forgot about it. Although I'd be lying if I said I don't just love the Harrier eye patch and the mask and all that, but that's not what we're looking for. I do kind of like Galahad's helmet, but it's a little bit asynchronous with the rest. Here we go, the Lux Hunter helmet. Also, I really, really do not like this camo pattern we have going. What is this shit? Get that out of here. Oh, even with the armor pattern none, we still have it going on. What was the armor pattern doing? Oh, so there's none, and then there's really none. Okay, I want really none, please. You know, if it weren't for the massive missing crotch where the Warden Armor torso goes, the Warden Armor legs would actually blend pretty seamlessly into this. Can't really do anything about it, unless there's a thigh that somehow covers this up, but I know there isn't. I've been through all of the gear many times. Ah, but this works. These are becoming my favorite legs. They just sort of work with everything. There's a little bit of clipping at the back because Lux Hunter is very particular. But I think that looks much more appropriate for a tier 3. Yeah, now you look like you should be here. Anyway, put on the raid suit again. But as you have your own tier 3 helmet, I'll go ahead and let you keep that over the normal raid suit helmet, because why not? There's no way in hell this video is anywhere close to 1 hour and 43 minutes. I have spent so much time customizing and needlessly overthinking this team. It's the best team we've fielded so far. It's got holes to poke in it, but that's the nature of having 14 classes in your game. Yes, 14. We have the 8 basic biological classes, 6 from Proficiency class pack, plus the 2 extra of Field Support Common Engineer. We have 3 Spark classes. We've never seen Artillery. We're not going to see Artillery, but he's there, or it's there, rather. And then we have the 3 hero classes for 8 plus 3 plus 3 for 14 classes total. So unless some of those classes are completely useless, every 8-man team will have meaningful holes in it. In this case, yeah, we're kind of low on cover destruction, we're kind of low on anti-spark, but I think we can more than cover those things by playing slowly. I think Operation Endless Widow will be a breeze, and I never did edit all that footage I was talking about, but I'm not going into a base assault rusty. So right after I finish recording this, I'm going to play Operation Endless Widow, at which point I'm going to be taking a big break from the game while I edit like 30 videos of footage. But for now, I'm done. I'll see you next time with Operation Endless Widow, our first stronghold assault. We need to kill the Warlock. We installed too many separate mods that buff him, and even though he has abstained from mind control, he has more honorable, terrifying things he can do. So we need to go put an end to the fact that he just keeps wandering in and summoning 6 more enemies, and now he's invincible, and I can't even find the last enemy to make him vulnerable again. He's terrifying. But that's for next time. For now, I'm done. I've been Rather Incoherent. I hope you've been enjoying XCOM with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.